So when you stop and you think about this whole, I have to borrow confidence from someone else, the number one thing that I sell here is hope, and then we sell it with a plan. And a lot of times people are like, well, plan's a plan, and hope's hope. Hope isn't going to get you there. But here's the thing about hope. Hope is the fuel that goes in the tank. And if you don't got any hope and you're just dead, you're burned out, you're burned to a crisp, I don't care what the best plan is we give you, you're not going to do anything with it. You have no energy. You're spent. Anybody here ever been burned out? Am I the only one? You ever been burned out? There's nothing worse than emotional burnout. Nothing can touch it. And when you can get out of that spot and all of a sudden start to feel alive again, then all I got to do is give you a road atlas. Here's a Rand McNally. Remember those guys? Head west, head east, wherever you're going to go. Here you go. And you just follow it. The problem with this whole thing is that not everyone can put these pieces of the puzzle together. Their confidence is causing them to seek advice from the wrong source. Seek approval from the wrong source. And when you seek approval from the wrong source, you're actually submitting your life to a loser. And you're saying, okay, there it is. Be gentle. Tell me something good. What kind of crap is that? You have one life. Why would you not find the most successful, been married the longest, most beautiful family, has the most money, has a happy family, has margin everywhere, lots of time, go to that person and go, what would you do? No, instead you go to your cousin Vinny, who screws up everything he touches, and you ask him. And we all have a cousin Vinny. You know who I'm talking about. And the reason we do it is because they're easily accessible, aren't they? The guys that have all the advice and the wisdom are hard to get to. The stuff that's the best, it doesn't come easy. Remember what I told you about the Bible. It's not meant to reveal, not meant to reveal the truth, but to hide the truth. People were like, last night, what did he mean by that? There's lots of things in this world that are very complicated that you don't see quite yet. But as you mature in business and in your personal being, you'll start to see things have been hidden. The wise are the ones that get it. Everybody else is walking right past the road sign. Do you know how many people think that a program like this is a ripoff? Meanwhile, you jump by 30 grand a month. You mean people think coaching is just a parasite on your business? You mean people think that coaching is the worst investment ever? And what are they really saying? They're really saying you are the worst investment ever. Because they don't understand that getting around other people that are in the same industry is important. And they're actually saying you don't have value because you couldn't give to someone else. Everybody here has opportunity, just like I talked about earlier. But the issue is, who are you going to get the advice from? Who are the hardest ones to track down and find? The most successful that would point you in the right direction. Who are they? Everybody here knows somebody in their hometown that's doing well. How do you get to them? What clubs do you need to join? How do you track them down? How can you get introduced to your mayor? How can you get introduced to councilmen? How can you get introduced to somebody that's on top of some board, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera? What do you got to do? That's what the big dogs do. I don't know if you knew that. We like to say it's the good old boy network, and I don't want to be a part of that. It's political. Oh, give me a break. Stop arguing about the rules of the game and just play the damn game and win. You need to understand that every one of you have a challenge in front of you. Every one of you have an opportunity in front of you. You have to act on it. Nobody's going to give it to you. I love what he said. He said, Andre criticized me about Lucky and $100,000 in the bank, but it's true. It's hard work, right? Everybody here that gets some money in the bank, it didn't just happen, did it? Did anybody here wake up one day and it was just there? I'd love to know the exact bank and routing number and account number where someone accidentally put that money in. My identity, your identity, is tied up, sadly, in what we think our value or our worth is. And that self-image that I talked about the other day, that you're performing to, does not equate. And I need you to understand something. This equation that you're hunting down and you're trying to do is false. You need to go out and lead yourself. And it's going to be lonely at first. And then people will begin to follow. Well, my first meeting for Shop Fix had 19 people, January of 2017. The second one, how many do you think were there? 19, again. Be easy to say, this ain't working. Third one, 34. Fourth one, 67. Fifth one, guess how many we had at the January 2018 meeting? No, it wasn't 300. Come on. I feel like I'm joking with my kids, and they like ultimately goes way above, and it's like, you messed it all up. It's like 126. Then it was 140 something, then it was 170, then over 200, and it just started going. But in the very beginning, it was 19 and 19. That's so interesting to me. Like, that's the perfect time to give up, right? Oh, it's not growing. I wasn't really going after this. This wasn't really my plan. It just happened.